Welcome to the We Don't Know Shit About Sports podcast, where we bring you the latest news throughout the week. Let me introduce my co-host, Baby Shaq Davis.
What up, everybody?
Jacob Harper.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
And today we've got a very special guest. You know, he's actually my cousin and my roommate, Logan Collins.
Hello. And on the internet, I'm also known as GB5 Guy.
Yeah, subscribe on Twitch if you like watching gameplay.
Yep.
So we're going to actually do something different here, guys. We're going to start today's episode off with what we consider to be the greatest sport in America today.
God's true gift to this earth.
It's coming back.
Two-hand touch?
No, we're talking. Two-hand touch. We're talking about the greatest sport in America, college football. Am I not right, Jacob Harper?
You are 100% right. I
Golf?
cannot wait until August.
All right, golf. God, I hate
What are
it.
you, 85, bro?
Yeah. You got your AARP going? Got that trust fund?
We brought Logan onto the podcast because he literally knows nothing
Listen,
about
guys,
sports.
The name of this
Unless
podcast.
it's esports.
The name of this
Yeah.
podcast is We Don't Know Shit About Sports. So we are taking that to another level here today with Logan.
Just plug it in and change out the Wii with Logan.
Make sure to come back next week for a homeless man. Anyways, what's up with this college football playoffs, Skyler?
It's interesting. We're looking at a possible expansion to 12 in the playoffs by 2023.
Finally. Expansion.
It's interesting. It's interesting, but I don't know.
It's very interesting, but I think 12 is too many.
It comes down to the question is, it's good to see more opportunity for schools, but at what point is the blowout too much? And because college football is, there are some rare, upsets, but when it comes to like Alabama, so we've actually got the official college football playoff rankings from 2020. It's the top 12 that were received from the committee and the selection crew. So the way they structured out is the first four teams will get a bye in the first round, and you've got the 12-5 matchup, 11-6, 10-7, and 9-8. So if we go based on that formula off of last year's rankings, we've got Alabama at number 1, Clemson at number 2, Ohio State at number 3, and we got Notre Dame at number 4. Those are your top 4, would be the original playoff teams that we would see. But with the expansion they're adding, we've got the other matchups at 12-5, so it would be Coastal Carolina and Oklahoma, who just barely missed, that bye. You've got Indiana and Texas A&M, Iowa State, Florida, and Georgia, Cincinnati. So there's some interesting matchups there, but what are we thinking here with this?
So do those top 4 get buys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we saw the Georgia-Cincinnati game, that was a good game. That was actually a really good game. I mean, if they were to play it again, maybe it would be different,
Yeah.
So
See,
I'm happy they're giving the small guys a shot.
So, I think we've got some very interesting matchups here. What's your take on this, Shaq?
Well, we saw the Georgia-Cincinnati game. That was a good matchup. I mean, that could have went either way, I think the Iowa State-Florida matchup actually, to me, is the most intriguing out of those because I don't think the IU Texas A&M is a good matchup at all for IU. I don't think Coastal Carolina matches up with OU, but Iowa State could beat Florida. I think
They got a pretty good defense, though.
they have a good defense.
State,
Iowa
very
State's got a
good
good
defense.
defense. They got a
Florida had 3
veteran
losses, too,
quarterback.
but there were
Yeah.
3 good losses, but 3 losses.
I don't know. Florida was all offense last
Florida,
year.
every year, it seems like Florida, they could, even if they can beat Georgia, there's always one team they just want to choke on, and then their confidence just goes down the roof. It's kind of like Notre Dame, usually. Same kind of deal.
Sort of.
Usually near the end of the season, you lose that one game, and then your confidence shoots to the roof. So, man, goes to the floor. So,
I mean, honestly, though, how, in your guys' opinion, Florida's been like the third best team in the SEC, fourth best team in the SEC for like
Like
5 years consistently now. You know? So
I don't know. I'm kind of like on that, with being an LSU fan, and we're always in that kind of level to where we're good, but we want to be like playoff.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you don't compete for national title, it's a failure when your organization's at that level.
Anyway it goes, though, if there was to be these 12, if this year would have been 12 teams, I think the same 4 would have been the same.
I agree on that one.
Except A&M. Because I looked at one
You
mock.
think A&M would have passed who?
Well, I saw one mock where the way it was played, I don't know if it was just that mock that had it set up like that, or if it was actually how it would have been, but it had Ohio State would have played the winner of Indiana, Texas A&M.
See, but I think Ohio
So you
State,
think Texas A&M would have beat Ohio State?
I think Ohio State's defense is pretty damn good.
Listen.
Well, yeah, they're pretty damn good, but they
think
hold up with
You got to
Texas
remember
A&M's
that
offense?
last year, A&M was surging. Okay, so they're hot, and they can run the ball.
Yeah.
They have they had like 4 senior offensive linemen last year. It was just like LSU in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That shit matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
They could have gave Ohio State a run for their number. They are a worse matchup for Ohio State than people think they would have been. I mean, Ohio State still could have beat them, but hey, it would have been interesting to see for sure.
So if you had a difference, if you had your opinion on how you would fix the college football playoffs, getting on to each one of you guys, how would you fix it, Shaq?
I don't think 12.
Shaq and I are in agreement.
Yeah, I don't think 12 is 12's not the answer. 12's too many, because there's going to be times where there's been a lot of seasons since this playoff where the 4 teams are very clear, or even just the top 3 teams are very clear. Then there's a huge fall off. Now you're going to get into it where, you might have that one wild game, but when it's coming into playoff football and it's the same teams every year, you're going to have, you could have a Coastal Carolina, or you could have some just random team sneak in. Then they're going to play one of the big dogs. It's a whole lot different.
I
playing
agree.
one of the big dogs than playing like a Florida.
Whatever team's playing Alabama from the matchup series.
Exactly.
Just go ahead and write your will.
It's just different, And now you have,
especially if you're like an
Pac-12
11
teams
seed.
in there,
I mean, if you're like one of those teams from like those conferences, those not so popular conferences, the Mountain West, or
the MAC.
if you're the UCF,
the MAC's never.
if you're a UCF or someone like that has a good season, or even Memphis from
this
that,
could help
even
UCF.
Memphis, but. If you had a great season and you went undefeated, and of course you're going to be a top 12 team if you're undefeated, in one of these, not so much as a power conference, but you're still in a recognized conference for Division I. I mean, you're going to get that kind of respect somewhere with this expansion.
But think about
what happens? What's the reward? You get one matchup. If you win the playing game, what's your reward? You get Alabama. I'm sorry.
Right.
There is a different level to Alabama, Clemson,
Ohio State. There's just different levels.
That's why I think 8 would be better.
8 would be
They
better.
would be more competitive games.
But even think about this, though. Okay? So now since you have the automatic bids, right? You have the automatic bids. Your Pac-12 conference is going to be in now. Good. Congratulations. They deserve. Every big conference gets one school in. Okay? So now you're about to send Oregon or USC or somebody to go get obliterated. Because last time I checked, they're not playing one of the big boys.
No,
No.
not even close.
They're not playing
I don't
one of the
know.
big
See,
boys.
I could understand to where they're thinking like, oh, college basketball, the Cinderella story. We've got March Madness football. I can see that, but there's a difference in college football and college basketball.
I think they're trying to make college basketball
it's a long
aspect.
college football is a physical game, and those big schools they don't get kids coming from high school. They get grown ass men that are ready, that could be NFL ready.
Also, it's different. Think about it. In basketball, you have 5 players. You also have a lot of players that stay longer.
Yeah, it's not.
College football, you get to stay 3 years, so your stars stay for a long time. Okay, and instead of having 11 people on a team, now you have teams that have 47 5-star recruits.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And the
they're
scary
just
thing,
built
they
for
can beat you
years.
4 times.
the scary thing is, on top of that, you're giving those 5-star recruits an opportunity to build chemistry over those years. And a lot of those teams like Alabama, Clemson, and Ohio State, and they're just 5-star. They're warehouses. They're factories. They just
but think
pump
about
them
it.
out.
Think about it really. Okay?
NFL players.
I got a interesting thing here. So Alabama, how many, just off the top of your head, just an estimate number, how many 5-star recruits did they have last year?
On their team total?
On their team total.
Or in the recruiting class?
On their team total. After recruiting.
Holy shoot.
38.
30.
You would say 30?
30, yeah.
Okay, so imagine going into a game and you're Coastal Carolina, right? They have their 3rd strings out. They're still all 5-star recruits. And they just kick your ass 56 to nothing.
I don't know. I'm happy that they're giving smaller schools a shot.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you are actually, wanting to see these Cinderella stories, I've got a challenge for you. If you agree with this, go get a PlayStation 3. Go get your copy of NCAA football.
Yeah, good
and
fucking
and
luck.
you run Coastal Carolina versus Alabama, on the highest difficulty.
Coastal
And if you
Carolina's
can
not
win,
even in the
if
game.
you can win that game, then we'll give you the respect. Go beat Alabama
Good
in the
luck.
Hall of Fame.
Hey, I'm gonna be
I'm a
honest.
PS
I'm gonna be honest.
difficulty
Good
is.
luck. I've
No.
seen one copy of NCAA online, and it's like $200.
Listen, you come to my house, I'll play you. You get to pick your college team, and you give me Clemson or Bama, and I swear to God, I'm dropping 100 on your ass.
Logan's got it. Shaq's got it.
Oh, I was gonna say Logan's got it. I will buy it off you right now.
Anybody can get it. Come bring your team. I'm whooping your ass.
I'm excited for the new one, but I'm just thinking to myself, God,
It's not gonna be out till like 2024.
Would it not just be an EA thing to do with the state of Madden? Do you have confidence in EA to
Is
establish
EA
this
making
without
it?
being
I read
paid to
somewhere
win?
that 2K
Yes,
was
it's EA.
making it.
It's owned by EA.
I think
It's owned by EA.
EA Sports.
the
Give me your
licensing for
wallet.
it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I don't have confidence. I mean, I'm hoping they do
Not as
well.
bad as Take-Two,
I'm excited, but
We'll see. I don't know. I'm not
all
really-
right. So
I mean,
think it's about time to move on to the pros. What do you think?
Oh yeah, let's
the
talk about some
NFL.
pros, baby.
I'm just ready for football in general. I mean,
oh, come on. You already
coming
know
when
me.
we got college football and NFL, these podcasts
Dude,
are gonna
I
be
had the
popping.
shakes waiting for
we might have to
football,
do like 2-hour podcasts.
Dude, literally.
We'll see.
Listen, I won't even be able to talk for 2 hours. I'll be so hammered after. the first
Yeah, we're gonna have some drunk podcasts here because it's Saturday nights for the boys. We all know that.
I can't wait.
It's gonna
Let's
be
just
it's
say-
gonna be college football in the AM. Shoot the podcast after you're done drinking. We're gonna be hammered the entire time.
hammered.
We're
Let's
gonna
just
hear
say
a raw
this.
reaction to these games, and it's gonna be some ups and some downs. And
Oh, I'll cry.
I'm an LSU fan, so we'll see how this season goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, anyways, Jacob, we actually have 3 German viewers. Is that not interesting?
It's very interesting. I mean, is it football there or is it soccer?
I think it's mostly soccer and some rugby. I think there's rugby there.
I actually I watched an interview where like this football, that's what he said. They couldn't call it soccer. Like it was disrespectful to the sport.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Are you sure you
And
got
it's-
the right country?
No, I'm positive.
Sure it's not the UK?
No, it was the UK, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But it was a foreign born player
All right.
in this
Any-
situation.
So, anyways, getting into the NFL, getting back to the NFL, and on topic, you're a little off track there. But we got to talk about Russell Wilson. He actually tried to say that he never asked for a trade.
I
Lies.
believe this to an extent.
Lies.
I don't think
Nah.
Russell Wilson himself requested the trade. I think his managers
I
did.
think what happened was Russell Wilson was frustrated and said something out of anger that he regretted.
Mhm.
And the organization, he didn't actually want to leave. He just had one of those Twitter moments like a lot of NFL and a lot of athletes do have sometimes, and it's biting in the ass. No disrespect to Russell Wilson. I love Russell Wilson. He's probably one of my favorite players in the NFL. He's a great quarterback. But I think this is one of those instances where you say something you shouldn't have, and you got to try to find a way to get out of it.
Kind of like you're 12 years old.
Mm-mm.
No, you don't agree?
I think his ass wanted out. I think he wanted to go to Chicago. That's not happening.
No.
Ooh, I better remedy the situation.
Yeah, better. Yeah.
I mean, let's think about it. It was super public that it came out,
Yeah.
and he didn't say anything. It was also super public that he wanted to go to Chicago, and that Chicago wanted him.
Yeah.
The boy didn't say
I
nothing
mean,
about that.
didn't they? Chicago was actually listening to trade offers
Like,
when they were.
hard.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Why would you wait 3.5 months to clear up trade rumors?
That's what I'm saying, man. I
Like,
think
what are you?
I mean, like I said, I have no. I love Russell Wilson as well, but
Amazing quarterback, amazing
one-
person.
Great
no one's
person.
holding it against you if you wanted to leave Seattle.
Yeah, I didn't
bro.
blame
Not
you.
at all.
I didn't blame you. There's at least 30 NFL teams right now that said, "Oh my God, we want Russell Wilson."
100%.
At least
Yeah,
30.
easily.
30 of the 32.
I mean, you're an NFL team. Do you not want Russell Wilson?
He's-
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a couple of teams that don't, but yeah, you're right. Most of them do.
yeah, a couple, but a majority of the teams will say if you don't have one of those elite quarterbacks like Tom Brady, or actually, really Tom Brady, Deshaun Watson, or Pat Mahomes,
Or Josh Allen.
or Josh Allen,
Josh
or
Allen, Lamar Jackson.
So like 2016.
You think
20.
if the Ravens had the option, they would
No,
they would
Lamar
choose
Jackson.
Russell Wilson?
No, their offense.
You're
They've built
telling me
around Lamar Jackson.
That's not the question. Now listen, you're telling me you don't take Lamar Jackson out
No,
of that?
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're the Ravens,
I mean, the Ravens are dumb because they're not doing what I would
the
do.
Ravens are dumb. Yes.
Listen, it don't matter what team it is. I mean, if you're the Ravens, though, you're like there. You're at the cusp. Okay, what's the Ravens' biggest flaw?
Pass game.
No one's confident in their passing offense.
Yeah.
Maybe because Harbaugh's not confident and he won't let it rip. I think Lamar can do it. But think about you put Russell Wilson in that yards.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Because he's used to running for his life in Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle has no offensive line.
God,
and
he's Andrew
all
Luck.
Lamar Jackson is known for is taking a shit,
That is true. Honestly,
literally and figuratively.
Russell Wilson is Andrew Luck that survived. That's what he said, Jordan.
Pretty much, yeah.
Did you hear what I said, Skyler?
What?
I said Lamar Jackson is known for taking a shit, literally and figuratively.
Anyways, let's skip on to another quarterback and some. I think it's turned into some high school drama.
Welcome
We've
to the
got
NFC. We
the-
don't like quarterbacks.
The Aaron Rodgers, he skipped mandatory OTAs, and the owner says he is a complicated fella.
Complicated fella. What the
My
fuck?
God, if we don't just, I swear to God, guys,
Listen,
just figure it
93K.
out. Just trade him.
he don't give a fuck. He literally is getting fined $93K.
Yeah.
He does not care.
That ain't shit.
That's
That
93K
ain't
to
shit.
Trade
an
him.
That ain't
MVP.
shit.
Yeah. Like, you're going to get something
You know
out of
which one he
it.
made?
You're going to get value out of that pick. A trading pick.
And you keep saying, "Oh, we have faith in Jordan Love. We drafted Jordan Love. We think he's the future." Fucking move. Make a move.
Do it. Yeah.
If you're gonna talk about it, be about it.
Don't be a pussy.
If you throw
Did-
Froggy, you
was
better
Favre-
goddamn leave, because that NFC North is looking very, very, very suspicious right now.
It is-
Pussy.
it
You
is.
better get something going here, and you better give him a chance to learn the fucking offense. You better give him a chance to get something out of Aaron Rodgers, a receiver or something that's gonna help him. Because I'm telling you, Devontae and Jordan Love is not going to be enough in the NFC North. You better get something out of Aaron Rodgers, and you better make that move before
Did you
this
hear what
gets too
Devontae
ugly.
came out and said?
What?
Devontae said, "Well, I grew up in a small town in California where I didn't grow up with anything. So if I'm going into my contract year, I'm damn sure going to be at OTAs."
Damn.
Throwing a shot at Aaron Rodgers.
Damn.
I mean,
See,
the thing is, though, Devontae, you can't be talking all that shit until you
Because
prove
that's
it.
that's the guy that gets you the ball.
Because that's the guy that maybe just made you, homie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't bite the hand that feeds you,
You
brother.
gotta
And
remember that.
he made you, Bubs.
Now, if he goes off and proves it like how he is this year, because like I'm not sold on Adams. I'm not sold on Adams.
Really?
Yet. I like him a lot. I like him, but he's almost in that Michael Thomas area to me. I
Yeah?
don't know yet. I just don't know. I don't know if it's
Well,
because
bunch of
Rodgers
slants routes.
is so good. No, Michael Thomas is just fucking slants. But
Corner
He's
routes.
good
He
as
runs a
fuck.
couple
I don't-
corners.
I don't know if
each
it's
game.
just because of Rodgers though, but like when I think of like the top elite receivers, like
They don't have much at quarterback to start out with.
Like-
And that's where they get their name.
well, I mean Julio, obviously
Yeah.
top receiver.
We'll get in that here in a minute.
Nobody's better than Nook. Nook's done with 2 quarterbacks, and he's done the exact same way. He's just not flashy about it. He's just kind of like a possession. He's like Marvin Harrison, bro.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
dreads.
look at Justin Jefferson this year.
Yeah, but Jefferson's a problem.
Speaking
Listen,
of,
I'm sorry. I don't want to
Go ahead,
interrupt
go
you,
ahead,
but
go ahead.
let's give a shout out to the wide receiver class of the 2020.
Oh, monsters.
Absolutely monsters.
And you know what's crazy? 2021 draft class might be better.
you want to hear something interesting about
Arguably.
a receiver?
They might be.
You want to hear a crazy receiver
They
stat?
might
Yes,
be.
Skylar, go ahead and go on with Julio Jones.
It's not Julio Jones.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
So getting into someone who
What
would
do
be
we
a
got here?
Colts receiver this year, right?
Okay. Oh, okay.
If T.Y. Hilton has 615 receiving yards, he'll make the Indianapolis Colts the first team in NFL history to have 3 wide receivers with more than 10,000 yards in their career.
Yeah, that's actually kind of impressive.
Marvin Harrison,
Holy
Reggie Wayne, and
crap.
T.Y. Hilton. And 615 yards is, I mean,
That's nothing, dog.
That'd be
That's 3
awesome,
weeks.
dude.
That's
That'd be
3
awesome.
stud weeks.
that's what you get from Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning. Those are.
You know, I
Yeah.
hope he gets it.
I don't know if he has much longer. That's why I'm hoping he gets it this year.
Yeah, I think he has one more year in it.
And I want, don't take this. I love T.Y. Hilton, and I hope he finishes his career as a Colt. And if he wants to be there next year, I'm all for signing him. But the question
Not
is
for $27
how much-
million.
That's the thing. Like, it's not going to be,
I mean,
insane.
we'll see. I think this is his last rodeo.
I do
It'd be nice
too.
to see him eclipse.
I want to see him.
615.
I want to see him come in. Just this is the way I see T.Y. Hilton this year is he has the opportunity to. There's a saying to where when you join a program, you want to leave the program better than where you started. And he's got a young Carson Wentz, a young Michael Pittman. He's got a young Jonathan Taylor. A young
I think he's
Quentin
done that.
Nelson. And
I
he's
think
done
he's
that.
done
But
it.
I think what his ability right now, what he could do is he could give Carson Wentz another option and give him that confidence that he needs to get going at this level and get back at that elite level because it's a mind game too at the quarterback position.
That's true.
So if he can give that confidence and give that kind of that kind of target for Carson Wentz, in maybe his last season, that's his
what-
job to finish.
I listen. I don't know.
What's crazy to me is people shit all over the Colts pass offense, but we weren't really healthy last year. I mean, Michael Pittman played, 3 games?
We weren't healthy. We had a noodle arm quarterback.
Yeah. We had a quarterback that was an MLB pitcher, basically, because he throws sidearm.
It's gonna listen. People that disrespect the Colts, I don't understand because
I don't understand it at all.
the Colts won 11-5, if I remember right.
We have
They won 11-5 last year with a noodle arm quarterback
40 years old, and I love Phil
bunch
Rivers,
of
but
rookies.
and listen, what you don't realize is we upgraded the offensive line.
Yeah, no, that's actually true.
Upgraded the offensive line, which is already the best. I don't care what you rank us, ESPN. We're the number 1 offensive line in football, and it's not even close.
They're just giving Cleveland that because of that damn left side.
I'll say this right now. We have the top 2 offensive line in the league, just in case Cleveland.
Yeah. Give the
We've
Browns
got
something.
a
They haven't had
top
nothing
10
for fucking
defense in
since
the league.
Facebook was around, so they have to give them something.
True.
We've got a top 10 defense in the league.
And if the Ends actually decide to play this year, we'll have a top 5 defense.
Easily. We have a top 3 run game.
We already ranked 4th.
Hold on.
Preseason.
Let's talk about what we have. We have the top 4 defensive player in the NFL
Mm-hmm.
DeForest Buckner
in the league right now.
We have 2 top 5.
And we have Darius Leonard, which we're gonna have to pay next year. Don't get me. We'll get to that later on in the next couple of.
Hold on. I want to get into this. Harper.
Okay, top
No,
7.
No.
Now that I'm thinking about it, the blasphemy that just came out of my mouth. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from it. Okay. So let's start it up. Number 1.
Ooh, yeah, I want to hear this out because I'm thinking.
Give me it.
And
But just get number 1 right because you can't.
Number 1,
Aaron
Aaron Darnold, the one-hitter quitter.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I'll probably give to Myles Garrett.
I wouldn't give to Miles.
Who would you have at your 2?
TJ's my 2.
Oh fuck.
TJ Watt.
TJ's my 2.
I would say I'd say those
okay.
2 are definitely 2 and 3 though.
So I'll put TJ at my 2 or at my 3, and then I've got DeForest Buckner.
See, I have Buckner at 3.
Who do you have at your 4?
Garrett Brummer. No,
Probably. I don't know. He gets kind of runny. That's there.
Do you have any
I'm
D-backs?
not sold on Myles Garrett in top 5.
Really?
I'm not. Just because he's a fucking freak of an athlete, I'm not sold on him as a. Listen, the whole rushing the edge and everything is changed now because of spread quarterbacks. Defensive tackles are like so much more prized now than what they used to be. Okay, so like I'm kind of like not on the whole edge bullshit, whatever. I don't know if I'd say Myles Garrett's the top 5. Like if you could pick 5 NFL players, draft defensive players, that's the top 5 you go with. It's Garrett. Motherfucker's a fool, dude. He's a fool though.
Yeah, that whole head
like Gilmore.
helmet.
That's
what I was gonna
Stephon
say.
Gilmore in that?
That's what I was actually about to say.
Stephon Gilmore's in there
Gilmore.
definitely, but I don't put him at number 1
I'm not saying
as
he's number 1.
CBs.
See, I think Hang on,
I've got Jalen Ramsey there.
I'm saying is Jalen Ramsey in your top 5 players?
No,
Yeah.
I think Stephon Gilmore is better than Jalen Ramsey was. I think Stephon.
How many Rams games did you watch last year, Skyler?
I don't know.
I watched 3.
I don't know.
Two
That's
on
really
Monday Night
a
Football.
tough question that you posed. The top 5 best defensive players in the NFL.
It's a hard question.
It really
Yeah,
is.
Because the defense in the NFL, the money, as much as you
I mean,
love
if it
high
was
scoring points, the money
position-wise.
is in the defense right now.
Okay, position-wise, it'd be way easier.
Defense is going through
Position-wise, it would be
evolution.
way easier. But you're talking about D-line, you're talking about linebackers, you're talking about DBs. I mean,
Yeah, so you can't pass up
you
on
can't
anybody.
pass up on anybody. I mean, it's difficult.
And we had 3 right off the rip on the defensive line.
Uh-huh.
So here's the question we got to ask as Colts fans now. Because I was very confident going into the season, but I still think I'm pretty confident in the AFC South right now, being the Colts division. But we got to talk about the damn Titans getting Julio.
I don't think it changes much for us.
A.J. Brown wide open.
Here's the thing:
Julio Jones wide open.
they got the.
It'll be nice, yeah. It'll be
Tennessee
nice.
Titans will still run the ball.
It'll be exact. Thank you. The only play that they have in their playbook is the fucking halfback
And
dive.
here's where this hurts, boys. Here's the difference between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts, boys. I'm gonna say it right here. And if you're a Titans fan, I'm sorry, I don't know shit about sports, but I'm gonna tell you right now.
Shit that you guys suck
You
ass.
can't disagree that we've been your poppies since fucking 2000, since Peyton's fucking second
Luck
year.
never ended up losing to him, right?
No. They beat us like 3 times in like the last 19 years. But anyways, getting to the facts of this. The Colts are ranked 10th in defense. The Titans are ranked 24th. But the biggest thing that haunts Tennessee when they're playing the Colts is their rush defense is atrocious. They allow
Kind of hard to.
They allow 4.5 yards per carry.
I mean,
Kind of hard to beat a team whenever we have 3 running backs that can get yards whenever the fuck they want.
Listen. I know that they got Julio, and
I don't think it fucking
I know
matters.
everybody's like on this AJ Brown train all of a sudden. Like, I like AJ Brown, but like
AJ Brown's a dog. Don't get me wrong,
that
but
doesn't. They to me, I don't give a fuck if it's a 40-point game. If you want to run it out and have a defensive game, the Colts are a better team.
easily.
The only thing holding back the Colts last year was Philip Rivers, and it's not that he was holding him. He was holding him back in a sense of he couldn't take them to their fullest potential. Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
As a Colts fan, I am happy with last season.
I am too.
We had all those rookies, and now they have 1 year under their belt. They are going to come in this year and be absolute fucking monsters.
And here's the thing,
yeah.
people. If you want to go ahead and get your fucking Carson Wentz jokes out of the fucking noggin while you can, because I'm telling you right now, if there is a quarterback this year that got the best move and they got the best destination, any quarterback that was interested in leaving, the marquee spot would be the Colts.
Okay, are you saying free agency, or are you saying like in the offseason in general?
I'm saying in like free
I don't
agency
think
and
it's the
offseason.
marquee spot.
I would
but
say
think
if you want to be a quarterback going into a system that's ready, all they need
that's
is
true. Yeah,
that quarterback.
It's a scheme fit though.
Yeah,
He's a very big.
Justin Fields and the Bears.
and he's
Whoa.
I think that was a better.
You really are sold on Justin Fields, ain't you?
I hope so.
I think he's going to be good, but I'm referring to the connection of Frank Reich
I see what you're
and Carson Wentz as well.
It's just.
And he's got the tight end from Philly still, doesn't he?
No, they haven't.
They haven't got him yet,
It's-
but
I
they're
don't
still
know-
in talks about him.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
pretty
know why
sure.
they keep
The other
trying.
thing that thing we're not talking about is Justin Houston still can come. We can still get if Justin Houston can offers.
not going
He can
to.
still
Honestly,
come back at a cheaper
I don't want to pay him
value.
the
They're
money.
not going to.
Justin
with the
Houston's not
rookies,
gonna.
that's the thing with the
Justin
rookies,
Houston
too.
isn't gonna take
They're
the
letting
pay cut.
They're going to let all the young ends play,
Build.
and they're going to try to have Buckner,
Build.
Grover Stewart, just have to just play
Absolutely.
out their minds again.
And
And
that's the-
honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they have to. I think Kwity Paye is gonna be just fine on the edge. I think he's gonna be just fine.
I can hope.
Especially, and look,
I
this
hope.
is the
I trust
only
Frank Reich.
reason. This is the only reason that I'm trusting Frank Reich. They said the reason that they drafted him, okay, above Darisaw or anybody else that he got passed up on, is because he was the best player that they saw that wanted to be coached.
And that's the thing. The Colts
And that is
fans,
Frank Wright's biggest concern is who wants to be coached. Because nobody wants a Myles Garrett who doesn't give a fuck what their coaches say.
Yeah, that's just all straight up natural talent.
Exactly.
And here's the thing: the Colts are building a culture. If there's one thing Chris Ballard, Colts fans, we have a saying. It's in Ballard we trust, and it's because that man has built a culture around this team. It's we work hard, we earn each W, we earn each week to week, we earn each W. They look at each week as an individual week. They don't look at the full season. They don't overlook anyone. It's a very, very good team environment, team first environment. It's more like a family.
So anyways, on to the second half of our very special podcast here with Logan. I know you guys haven't been able to hear much of him because he hasn't been talking. And why is that, Logan?
Well, you're getting ready to talk about a bunch of grown men playing with their balls, so.
I mean, that's pretty much what we've been talking about the entire episode.
Yeah, I know. This is your basketballs we're talking about.
Logan, what do you not know anything about?
Huh?
What's your line here?
Huh?
You got it on
Line.
your wrist.
What's a sport?
Read the line.
It's a sport? Like,
You have not heard much from Logan because he literally doesn't know shit about sports. So Logan, this is your opportunity. You have 1 minute.
1 minute?
Tell us anything you would like.
Give us something. Whatever you like
Something
to talk about.
good.
E-sport, I don't give a damn. It's going in
You
the
educate
episode.
us on something.
Well,
Give us
mainly in
something.
esports when it comes to like games like League of Legends or when it comes to like stuff like the FGC. Like one of the main defining moments of esports was EVO Moment 37, where Justin Wong actually Daigo Mahara ended up parrying Justin Wong's Chun-Li's kicks multiple times, and it actually caused the whole crowd to fucking go into an uproar to where they were actually going to the point of like excitement. There's also another one when it comes to Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's called Wombo Combo.
And that's
It's
all the time
actually-
we have.
Fuck you, buddy.
Keep going, keep going.
So we got Super Smash Bros. Melee, There's definitely a good moment because it's called Wombo Combo. A lot of people have seen that on the internet where it ended up causing both Captain Falcon and Fox to combo this Fox off the air, and somebody in the background was like, "My dick's hard." So it was actually part of the whole thing. It's like, oh, Wombo Combo. You know, it's like, stuff like that. It really drives the esports scene forward.
And y'all thought fucking hockey playoffs were crazy.
Well, y'all haven't seen anything yet until you watched fucking esports. Because mostly when you're, in recent years, Street Fighter V has been on ESPN.
Bro, these esports.
Hey, Skyler.
So yeah, esports is pretty cool. It might be a bunch of men, playing with their hands or their fingers all day.
Hey, Skyler.
That one.
It's not like a full contact sport like football where they use their whole body.
Skyler, you want to hear something funny? I've got the title for this episode.
What?
And you've got to make it this, and we're leaving this in.
What?
Weird man breaks into studio.
Wouldn't that just be you? I'm the guest here. You're fucking broken into the fucking studio yourself.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Anyways, guys,
Fucking breaking it
on to the NBA playoffs.
You don't want to come out.
I'm gonna cry on recording.
Anyways,
Oh my
we
god, Logan
have.
just killed him. All right, guest, get on, Harper. Get going.
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
intruder. Go ahead.
Stranger danger.
Thank you so much, Logan, for
You're
that
welcome.
interesting
You're very welcome. I gave you
pitch on
a quick rundown.
esports.
Yeah.
So on to the NBA playoffs. We had great games throughout the week. Great games. We're just gonna start off in the East. I mean, Sixers and Hawks. I mean, it's been a very fun series.
It has.
I'll give you that.
Game 1 was a shocker to me. Here's my take on this series. Game 1 was a shocker to me, and I think it was a shocker to Philly, but I think that shocker pissed off Joel Embiid and the entire Sixers team.
Yeah.
And the last two games have been just 18 point. They actually both lost by 16 both games.
How pissed was he on
And-
a scale of 1 to 10?
He was doing the DX shit, I think.
Was he dancing?
He was humping the air.
Was he playing
That
DDR?
man was.
Dance Dance Revolution? I'm so fucking mad right now. And he just fucking starts moving really quick.
Well, we're gonna get demonetized.
No. We can edit that out.
Yeah, no, he wasn't doing Dance Dance Revolution. He was doing a DX da 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 da. The suck it shit. We can say suck it on a podcast. Suck it, motherfucker. Anyways, getting on to Joel Embiid. I was saying, I think the Sixers, they were frustrated from that game 1 loss, and I think that now they've woken up, and I think that this series is probably, unfortunately, if it goes 6, I'd be surprised. I originally took the Sixers in 6, but after seeing the last 2 games, I love Trae Young, but I don't think you got enough in you to go more than 5, to be honest with me at this point. So I got maybe the Sixers in 5.
I'm gonna be different. And I'm pretty sure, Shaq, you're the same way that you have the Sixers winning.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be different. I've got the Hawks winning in 7.
Okay.
I've got the Hawks winning in 7.
Why?
Why? Because
Explain.
honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I think
Just a gut feeling.
I don't believe in the process.
You better open your goddamn eyes up.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. The Sixers are playing amazing. But I do not think they are able to compete for a championship.
They
You think
would
they're gonna
have.
lose to the Hawks?
What if
Yeah.
let me repeat myself from last week. If Kawhi didn't have that last role, what are we talking about Philly right now?
I don't think they beat the Warriors.
They
I don't
could
think the
have.
Sixers beat the
Without
Warriors.
Clay and KD, Steph Curry and Draymond Green, you think they're going to beat Philly with Tobias Harris?
A prime Steph Curry and a prime Draymond Green? Yes.
Okay, but you've got Joel Embiid,
Who
got
was injured.
Tobias Harris.
Who wasn't playing well that season.
Tobias Harris?
Not that season. He
Tobias
did not
Harris
play
played-
amazing that season.
In the
Tobias Harris
playoffs, he
played
did.
great for, like, the last 5
In the
seasons
playoffs,
in
he
a row.
did. In the playoffs, he stepped up. I think he had like several 19, 18-point games.
Okay, and you think that's going to be at a Stephen Curry prime 45 point?
I mean, Joel Embiid's going to give you 40. At least
Joel
30.
Embiid, an injury-prone Joel Embiid, who at that time was in his, third season?
Yes. This kid didn't just come out of nowhere, Bubs.
I understand that.
He's been
But
beaten
look.
ass. He is the most dominant center since Shaq.
He was that 2 years ago?
Yes.
You're wrong.
Yes.
He was not at the same level that he is right now.
Yes, he the fuck.
Power levels.
He was an all.
He
Dragon Ball
wasn't the
Z.
exact same level.
Yeah,
But-
he was an all-star. Congratulations.
But this
So was D Wade.
He was still the best center in the NBA.
He was a real all-star. He was a real all-star. D Wade was a.
I'm not taking anything away from Joel Embiid, but I'm saying that he wasn't as developed as he is right now.
Okay, so I'm
but
still confused on why.
That's like
you
saying
had
Tom
the
Brady.
Hawks.
What you're saying is saying like Tom Brady isn't developed in 2018 as much. I mean, in 2013 as much as he is now in 2018, 2021.
He was in his prime.
Joel Embiid hit his prime early, Bubs.
Joel Embiid is in his prime now.
Yes.
His prime started this year, in my opinion.
See, I don't think that's true. I think this prime started after he came back from that rookie injury. I think that's when he actually started developing.
I think
think
this
he
is
was
the
that
start
good
of
then.
absolute dominance.
We'll see, but I've still got.
I think one more year of the process will be fine. I think give Ben Simmons a little bit more time. I mean, he's an amazing defender right now. He's amazing at defending
He's getting
scoring
the
at the rim.
rim.
And if you would have let me finish my sentence, you would have heard me say that, Skyler.
How
Thank
can
you.
you say you don't believe in a process and start talking about a process?
No, listen.
Just keep
okay?
talking.
I'm trying. You keep interrupting me, bud. Can I speak?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Nobody's stopping you.
Yeah.
Go. Talk.
Anyways, like I'm saying, okay? I don't believe in the process yet. If they can continue to develop, I think they will be fine.
Oh, then you won't believe in the process then, right?
But you believe in the process of the Hawks to beat them then?
Yeah. If I would rather lose to the Hawks
That
than
just started
than
this
the
year?
Nets. I would rather lose to the Hawks than the Nets. Because then you're not going to get swept.
They're not going to
What?
get swept.
Say that again, bro. Why would you rather lose to the Hawks, a team you're supposed to beat, than the Nets, who's got 3 of the top 5 players in?
You'd rather lose in the
top
division round, the
10 players in
conference
the league.
finals?
Yeah.
You'd rather lose in the division round, the conference finals?
Mm-hmm. Higher
God,
draft pick.
You don't know shit about sports. Moving on.
Higher
next.
draft pick.
God, you're in that shit. Let's move on to the Bucks and the Nets.
Hey. Can't have a podcast without any controversy. Anyways, by the way, you left out a big marker. Danny Green is going to be out for like the next couple weeks.
It
too.
doesn't matter. There's a better team without him.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, actually, Danny Green was giving up buckets, so it's probably good they got his ass the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Didn't he block you on Twitter, Jacob?
Yeah, he did block me on Twitter, but we're not going to talk about why.
You just edit that in
That's
post. It
funny.
shows the blocking screenshot.
No, it's hilarious.
Didn't you call him a bum?
I think I did.
Yeah, and he just blocked you after calling him a bum. Anyways, let's get into the Bucks and the Nets. This is, I mean, it's,
This series sucks so far.
yeah, I
man.
mean, the only,
Yeah.
the only way the Bucks are going to win a game, as proven in Game 3, is if the score is only 80-80.
yeah, and
If anyone scores 100 points, the Nets are going to win.
and they have to go up by
That's how it
20,
works.
and they still listen. Like I said, I pulled up my phone, right? I was at work. 30-9. I'm like, holy shit.
At the end of the first.
I'm like, damn, bro, the Bucks are like, they are like,
Did you
What's
see
up, bro?
Did
We're
you see
home.
Giannis's face in that video when they're up 9-0?
yeah,
That dude looked possessed.
yeah, but what happened? Not to Giannis, not to Chris Middleton, but what happened to everybody else, bro?
Bro, listen to this stat.
What the hell?
Listen to this stat in Game 3. Middleton at 35, Giannis at 33 in Game 3, right?
Mhm.
They combined for 68 of the Bucks' 86 points, which accounts for 79% of their total points.
Mhm.
That means that they have the highest percentage of duos ever attributed to a team in NBA playoff history.
Holy crap!
It's crazy though.
So,
So we were watching pregame earlier, right?
Mhm.
They have 79.1%, right, of the combined score.
Mhm.
The next team down was the Spurs, and I think like 2012
Mhm.
with 79.0.
Oh,
Yeah, it's close.
So they literally
It was
just
like
beat them.
by 1 point, bro.
Who was it? Was it
Tim Duncan and
Manu?
probably Manu.
or was
Tim
it
Duncan
Tony?
or Tony Parker probably.
You know, boys, I'm going to say something that people aren't going to like
What?
about this series. I'm
What?
sorry. I'm
Go ahead,
glad.
say something
I'm
dumb. I
glad
just did,
Giannis
so.
got his. We're not going to get going there, Mister. I think the Hawks are going to beat.
I just said, go ahead. I just said something dumb, so it's your
Anyways,
turn.
going into the actual factual predictions, probably going to happen because
Actual factual. That should be a segment.
the actual that would be kind of sick.
welcome to Actual Factual.
Not like that. But anyways, getting into my prediction, I believe that the Nets are going to win the series in 5.
Yeah, listen, that was.
I think that one game of 80 to 80,
they
both in
got
the 80s,
lucky,
like,
bro.
They got very lucky.
and Katie almost hit that shot.
Yeah, they got lucky.
Katie might the nastiest game winner in playoff
The
history.
Bucks are literally like I see Bucks fans like, oh yeah, we just got game 3.
Let me tell you
Bro,
something.
you was up 21 the first quarter and you
So,
about chalked
The
it.
Bucks were literally the Bucks in real life. Like Katie is the hunter. He's hunting wabbits.
Oh my
Listen,
god.
he's
That's
hunting
literally what
wabbits.
he's hunting wabbits.
Listen, also, there's not gonna be that many games where Mr. Durant and Kyrie and
Durantula.
Harris shoot that bad.
So
Yeah,
do,
let's
do
be
the
honest.
Nets win like a lot?
They have
The Nets have 3 of the top 10 players in the entire league.
So is that way they can catch every team in their tracks because they're the Nets? It's in their name.
I don't know if that's cringe enough to take out. I think we have to leave that in.
yeah,
that was like a dad joke.
that was. I appreciate the humor on that. That's solid. No, I think the Nets are just too good for the Bucks.
I do too. I really thought this series was gonna be competitive.
I'm
And the
sorry,
Bucks have
Giannis, but
stunk.
if you want to win a title, you're gonna have to get out of Milwaukee. I'm sorry.
can come to Boston. Oh shit! Light bulb.
That would be disgusting.
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Listen to this right now.
Jalen
Listen to this right now, okay? You have Marcus Smart at your 1, okay? Jalen Brown at the 2.
Uh-huh.
Jason Tatum at the 3.
Uh-huh.
Giannis at the 4. Who are you having at your 4?
Robert Williams.
You're meaning to fucking tell me that you're having Giannis at your 5?
be disgusting.
Listen,
Yes,
listen.
the fuck. He is long. That would be
Yeah,
a
why wouldn't
disgust.
you?
That's the death lineup, Bubs.
Listen, yeah, no. Think about this. Think. Giannis is a drive to the hole, abuse you in the basket kind of guy, right? So he needs his energy on offense, okay? So why not let him guard the big man? That's probably half the time either going to be standing around or not doing anything because it's just modern day bigs, you know? I'm telling you about that's a killer lineup. That's a lineup.
That is unreal.
Listen,
though, I'm gonna be
Giannis-
honest. But the thing is,
The thing is what? That's terrifying.
you guys would only be able to keep that for what, 1 year? Because then Jalen Brown or Jason Tatum have to go bye-bye.
Why would they have to go-
Boston's a
why would-
major
wait,
market, Bubs.
why
They're
would
not
they
I
go
understand
bye-bye?
that, but they can't afford 3 max contracts.
How can the Nets?
That's a very good point.
First
actually.
off,
I
time
didn't
out.
think about this.
Yeah, what?
The Lakers.
Lakers don't have 3.
They will after this season.
Who the fuck else is getting a max?
I have no idea, but I guarantee they're going to get
Somebody's gonna
some.
get a
I
max.
guarantee they're going to get a top 5 point guard probably, because it's the fucking Lakers. LeBron. Oh my God,
I've heard
they're gonna be
that
good.
the Lakers
LeBron's
want
not
D
gonna
Rose,
go without
but I don't think he's leaving the Knicks.
You know, I'm going to say something. LeBron will not leave the NBA without winning another title.
I agree. I think he wants to play a year with his son.
Yeah, bro, it's not like his team's that bad. I mean,
Yeah,
they just
that's what I'm saying.
they
I'm
kind
saying.
of just had some injuries this year, you know. But yeah, they are still.
So let's get into the Western Conference here.
Okay.
We've got the Jazz and the Clippers. It's all been Utah here early.
No, it's
They're
all
up
been Donovan
2-0.
Mitchell.
Yeah, it's all been
Donovan Mitchell, 37 in game 1 and 45 in game 2, and we've got a game 3 tonight.
He is the closest thing to D Wade though, but he's a better shooter.
Jordan Clarkson is another
He's a
player.
better
Yeah,
shooter.
yeah.
Jordan
yeah.
Clarkson
Yeah.
is once again a menace from the bench. He's got 18 in game 1,
He got that
24 in game
VC
2,
currency,
24
baby.
points in 27 minutes in game 2.
Hey, as soon as you get the 2K tattoos, bro,
We've said this for like the past 3 weeks.
it's a wraps. I'm telling you, dude, it's a
It's
wraps.
the tattoos.
He's a walking 40 bucket. Listen, I
Yeah,
dead
man.
ass would tell this
He got
man
confidence.
to
Yeah.
his face that he's a walking 40 bucket after he spent VC. I don't give a fuck.
After
I bet
you obviously
honestly, I bet
after
he
you
would
got
laugh,
away from
bro.
the Lakers.
I bet you.
I bet you he would laugh at that and be like, "You
Yeah.
damn right."
because he plays 2K.
He's balling, bro.
He plays 2K too. That's the funny
yeah,
thing.
You're a walking 40 bucket. A 40 bucket. That's not like a.
I
an
also
insult.
love when 6 men. I also love when there's a 6 guy that's like that.
Like
I
Lou
love
Williams.
when six,
Like
yeah,
Lou Williams and
but
the Clippers.
even-
Lou Williams or Jamal Crawford.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Jamal Crawford
Yeah, more
was
like
like-
Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, he
gets-
was badass too.
Lou Williams was like. I didn't get the same vibe of Lou Williams that I get off of Jordan Clarkson.
Lou Williams, yes, he's a great scorer, yes, but I don't think he's the same extent.
No,
I just like Jordan.
And
I
he's
just
a
like-
better defender.
I just like
Yeah.
Jordan Clarkson's play style.
I do too.
I do too.
I think
his
he's fun to
personality. I think he's. I think he's just overall good dude, and I'm
And-
happy that he's.
And
Anybody that goes from the Lakers when especially that certain Lakers team was so toxic.
Mhm.
I'm happy that they've left, and they're actually blooming. Like
it's
Clarkson,
good to see it. Yeah.
Ingram,
Randall.
Lonzo, Randall. I mean, they're all blooming. So it's good to see that the Lakers had the idea, but it was just too toxic. It was just toxicity.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they had imagine
They
if would've
had
kept
they
it
had
together,
the
though.
right idea.
Bro, they had a
If
squad,
they would
bro.
have kept that team.
They had a squad.
They also gave up
gave
Thomas
up
Bryant,
to- They gave it all for
Zubac.
LeBron. They
Yeah,
gave
but-
it all up for
yeah,
LeBron.
But Thomas Bryant gets hurt too much.
Yeah,
That's the one thing I'll say.
but
about
he's
Thomas
still a
Bryant.
competent center.
That is true.
And I wouldn't say that they gave it all up for LeBron. LeBron was on that team
Yeah, they gave
with
it up for-
Lonzo.
they
They
gave
gave
it up
it.
for
They gave
Anthony.
most of it up for Anthony Davis
They gave it
and
for Anthony
one
Davis.
ring,
Yeah.
one singular ring.
So here's a good question for you. Do you
So
think
far.
the Jazz need Mike Conley to beat the Clippers?
No, and here's why. Do they need Donovan Mitchell to score 30? Yes, every game.
Will
yes.
Donovan Mitchell score 30 every game?
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
Until he
But
doesn't.
do I think that they need Mike Conley to win this series? No.
What are you saying, Logan?
Hmm?
What are you saying?
Until he doesn't.
Right, and then they lose one game, and then the next game he comes back and drops 40.
Even if he doesn't drop 30, then they could still win.
Here's someone we're forgetting about on the starting lineup too. We're forgetting about someone that I love as Pacer.
Boyan Bogdanovic.
Boyan Bogdanovic.
Yeah,
I love
amazing.
Bogey. I love Bogey.
Listen,
And he's a walking bucket too. And then, like Shaq says,
I
we've
love
got
Joe
the
Ingles, bro.
we got
Joe
the
Ingles
Cau-
is
we
a
got
bucket.
the
It's the
Caucasian
two-
Splash
It's
Brothers.
the two Caucasian Splash Bros. They slow as fuck with the pull up on you and then boom in your face. I
Bro.
love it.
And they
Sounds
don't
like
miss.
Mario Brothers.
If honestly, those are two people in NFL. So look at me in the NBA that I'd love to meet.
You know what it really sounds like?
What?
Brazers.
Who?
Razors.
Literally who? Who? Explain.
What?
I don't know what you talked about.
The Brazers?
What you say? What do you?
Bang, bro.
What?
Anyways, never mind.
Explain yourself.
No,
We're
no,
leaving that
no,
in.
no, no.
Is
Logan, you'll learn one day.
that-
Bud.
are you talking about Brazzers?
Oh, did I pronounce it wrong?
Yes.
The fact that I said it wrong and you still knew what I was
course,
talking about.
Logan.
Well, you need to
Explains
enunciate.
I knew too, but we'll get into that. No,
Fucking Brazzers sounds like I'm going to a fucking barbershop.
Guys, we'll get into this to a different podcast. We'll have porn special. Anyways, the
I will
porn
not be a
Olympics.
part of
It's
that
going to be
special.
$9.99 on OnlyFans.
The porn Olympics.
All right, I think that's enough of that series. I'll be honest with you guys. Who do you guys have coming out of it? I mean, I thought we've pretty much already
Utah.
said it, but
Utah.
The Jazz.
Logan, I know you don't know like two of the players that are playing, but who do you think's coming out of that series?
The mascot.
The mascot. Alrighty,
Hey, actually,
I've got the Jazz as
Utah
well.
Jazz mascot's dope as hell.
it is
I've
absolutely
got the
Wild.
Jazz in 5 games.
5 games.
I'm saying 6.
5.
The Wild's still gonna have 240s.
So moving on to Harper, you want to start us off here with the Suns and Nuggets?
Fucking lootly. The Suns versus the Nuggets. This is the series that I've watched the most. Like, I have not missed a game of this series yet. Because the Nuggets are one of the best teams I've ever seen.
The Nuggets are?
Yeah, or not the Nuggets, my bad. Thank you for correcting
I
me.
got you, bro.
The Suns. The Suns are one of the best teams I've ever seen.
All around?
Especially this all fuck around. I mean, think about it, dude. Think about it. Chris Paul is playing some of his best basketball ever. Devin Booker is fucking Kobe Bean Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, DeAndre Ayton is literally becoming a superstar. Like while we're watching him, and I mean, let's not forget about Mikal Bridges, Cameron Payne, Jay Crowder. I mean, come on now.
Let me ask
This
you.
is just ridiculous.
Let me ask you a question about the Suns.
Go
If I
for it.
told you I have a team, I have my own NBA team, right? I said we dropped 118 points.
Mhm.
We won by almost 20.
Mhm.
We didn't have a single player score more than 20 points.
Yeah, I saw that
It's
stat line.
unreal,
and I
bro.
said-
What?
I was like, oh,
That's a
Devin Booker only had 18 points? I said, oh, let me go look at the stat line. I said, 18, 16, 13. I said, holy shit. And then I
They're
saw
a squad.
Chris Paul, 33 assists, 3 turnovers.
33.
11-to-1 ratio. 11-to-1 ratio.
That's
this
hey,
series, by the way. This series, not in one
playoff
game. Oh my
basketball.
god.
That's playoff basketball.
Yeah. I agree with you, but
That's playoff basketball.
we're gonna get into this as another topic. Anyways, but what I'm saying is, I mean, you're going up against the league's MVP. The MVP just had 32, 20, and 10,
They lost by
and they
6.
lost by 16.
Y'all need Jamal Murray.
Listen, it don't matter if Jamal Murray's in this series. It doesn't.
No.
I'm telling you, it
Yeah.
does not
I don't
matter.
think it's a sweep,
It
but
does.
I don't think
doesn't
it's
matter.
as ugly, but it's still gonna be the Suns.
Now, you ready for this, bud?
What?
Jokic's stat line has only been achieved 2 other times.
What? Who? Shaq and
Nope. Wilt Chamberlain and Hakeem.
Holy shit. Yeah, the Jokic is a dog. He is a
Absolute
dog.
monster, bro.
Hey, also, Jokic, if you want to leave that piss poor squad of a team, because they can't really do it for you, just come on over to Boston. Just come over to Boston. I'm trying to recruit all the super people.
Like, goddamn, everybody.
Typical big market fucking team fan.
I need a star,
We
bro.
need 3 All-Stars. The Pacers can have 1.
I need another
Maybe.
one.
So, listen to my hypothesis here.
Okay.
Nuggets will be in the finals next year.
No, you're bugging.
Yeah.
Do you forget who comes back next year?
Clickbait.
Golden State's gonna have.
I understand.
Golden
I understand.
State's gonna come back
Click
with an
that.
absolute fury.
I understand.
Bro, the Splash Bros are going on a revenge tour.
And James
But listen,
Wiseman
it's gonna be
has a
ugly.
second year.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I agree.
Draymond, it's gonna be ugly.
And Wiggins.
They're gonna
I
destroy
agree.
everyone.
I agree, but
I'm
listen-
putting my
listen
money
to
on
my
the
theory
Warriors.
here.
I feel you on that, Shaq.
Listen to
I
my
can
theory here,
see
please.
that the Warriors are gonna destroy everyone by 20 next year.
Listen to my theory here, please.
Uh-huh.
Jamal Murray,
Yeah.
he's going to come back. He's already said that he's working harder than this offseason than he ever has before.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
You've got Michael Porter Jr. with another year under his belt.
That's true.
Going to come back even better.
That's true.
I mean, he's one of the better two-way players that is young in the league.
That's true.
You've got Aaron Gordon with another year under his belt.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, he's not who he used to be. But, I mean, you can make the argument that it's going to be more beneficial to the team.
Yeah, but
Here's
And
the
then
thing.
you have the reigning and defending MVP, Jokic.
And that's just a
Yeah,
theory,
but
a
it doesn't.
sports
It
theory.
doesn't even matter though, because
Here-
you still have the Lakers coming back at full health. You have Golden State coming back at full health. Who knows
I've
what's
got
going
a
on? Who knows?
I've got a
Listen,
retort.
Dallas is a huge question mark right now because Kristaps still go.
Yeah.
If Mark Cuban does this right,
I've got a
I
retort.
want to say
to
this
your
real fast,
original.
Skylar, and then because it's in ties with this, and then you can say what you want to say.
Yeah, mine ties to too. Go ahead.
Okay. Maybe I'm being a bit extreme, but this is a team that we are going to see a lot of in the coming years.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamal Murray, what is he, 24,
Here's-
23?
I think it's like I think they're like us.
And
Remember when the
Michael Porter,
Hawks
you
were in the
know, wasn't-
playoffs from 2010 to 2020? They were always there and always
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be that team, but I don't think they're
But
going to have the hump. I don't.
Here's my retort to your original statement about the Nuggets winning next year. The key to Denver in a stacked Western Conference to getting to that promised land, getting in the finals, is where they place in the regular season. They're always around 4 or 5. That's not how you want to be. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. But if you think that we need Denver, you'd want Denver to be like a high seed to get confidence going into that win. Or I guess they've been high seeds in the
I think
past.
they've been like 1
But
and 2.
but here's the thing with Jamal Murray
They're 3
missing
this year.
Jamal Murray having some rust. Do you think you would take him his first year back?
I don't
Because he's
I
gonna
don't know
he's
if
gonna have
it's-
some rust in
I
there.
don't know if it's the injury thing that really hurts him. I think it's just that the Western Conference is so stacked.
Yeah.
And yeah, that Porter's nice. And yes, Murray's nice. And yes, Jokic is insane.
Ungodly.
But like
Yeah.
when you look at the other powers of the West, it doesn't matter who they are. They can beat the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Because also, I personally
Small
think
market.
this, and I've always been saying this. Denver does not always play defense.
Mm.
There's spurts, and this is not. I've seen spurts where it's in the game, and I've seen spurts where it's over the season, where they'll play atrocious defense, and then there's spurts where they'll play great defense. You can't have that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I agree.
You can't have that. You have to play consistency. So maybe it will just help because they're gonna, like you said, they're all young. But I don't know. If
I
they're
mean,
ever
think
gonna
about
get
it.
over the hump.
They are going to have a big 3.
They are.
If they can keep everybody, their big 3 right now is 25 and under.
Here,
Jokic, the guy that just won MVP,
Yeah, but
25 years old.
you know what?
I know.
25.
I'm about sick and tired of hyping up a team that's down 3-0. I'm sorry, Denver, but you're our select for the penalty box this week.
Unfortunately, and I'll be honest, it's not Jokic's fault. It's not
It's
Mike
not.
Malone's
It's
fault.
not.
It's not Michael Porter Jr.'s fault. It's not Jamal Murray's fault. It's the fact that you guys got dealt the worst
you
hand
ran
possible.
into the wrong team,
So,
but they got hot at the wrong time. Bub.
So is the penalty box like the equivalent to like a 10-piece chicken nugget?
That you want to be a 20-piece, yes.
yeah, they're kind of like just the worst team in sports.
Kind of like the 5-piece right now. Yeah. Don't want to spend all of that. Don't want to get the 10-piece.
No, they're kind of like the one you don't want to buy because it's like, it's just disgusting. They had roaches or something.
They're not. It's not.
It's not that
Listen,
bad.
Denver's
It's not bad.
They literally got the worst end of the stick getting the Suns.
It's kind of like
Absolutely.
a 3-star on Yelp.
So they're
Like-
basically Waffle House.
Like right now, hypothetically speaking, if the Jazz win, if the Clippers win, whatever. Shit.
You lost to the best team. That's all.
You're running into a
Yeah, absolutely.
buzzsaw. And then if the Suns make it to the finals, I mean, I'm not gonna be surprised by anything anymore. I'm
Yeah.
with you, Harper. What I've witnessed in this series to me is mind-boggling because it's team basketball.
It's
Yeah.
It's like
it's
watching
absolutely
college
team basketball. You don't need to have that one scorer.
Yeah, it's like watching college basketball again, but instead of them missing 47% of the shots,
They're hitting
they're hitting.
54% of their shots.
Yeah, it's exactly what
It's
like.
unreal. And another Chris Paul fact that I saw when I was watching the game last night, this isn't including last night, so I don't know what it is including. But in the first 2 games, he had, I think it was 40 points in the second half.
That's crazy. Bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Chris Paul is. He doesn't get enough respect. That's what we're gonna say. All those people disrespecting him on Twitter because he.
I don't think we can call him a point guard anymore.
Stephen A. said if he wins the title, he's top 5.
Easily.
You know, Stephen A. is the goat of sports analysis, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, Stephen A., we want to have you on the show,
Oh,
bud.
I would love
Oh
to have
my
Stephen
god!
A. on the
If
show.
we ever got big enough to get Stephen A. Smith, that'd be the first person I contact.
It wouldn't be your show anymore after that.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we
you're
would
right.
definitely
You're
call
right.
it the Stephen
We're
A.
the guest on his show.
We would change the name for a week to the Stephen A. Smith Show, featuring these guys that don't know shit about sports podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
that is the goat.
Anyways,
If I need
I
an
don't think-
outtake, I'm taking his.
And you have
take
like
on
enough
anything.
money to put it on the Disney Channel.
I don't
No,
think
no,
we can
Disney.
call Chris Paul a point guard anymore.
Wait, what?
After this series, I don't think we can call him a point guard.
What do you call him?
A guard
Point God.
Mm,
The point God.
that's cringy. That's very cringy.
Cringy. It's very cringy.
Anyways, guys.
Huh?
We're about to head out. We want to thank you guys for listening to another episode of We Don't Know Shit About Sports. Honestly, I think this was one of our favorite episodes. It
Yeah.
was so easy to do.
Easy.
It was so amazing. We want to thank Logan for being here.
Yeah, Logan, you're a great guest. I appreciate your
You
7 or 8
you
lines.
did add a bit of comedy to it. I'll be
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you all so much for listening to our beautiful voices for the past hour.
I'll see y'all.
Don't forget to like, download, subscribe, comment, anything, text us, anything like that. If you guys have any questions or
Don't
anything
text
like
me.
that. Yeah, don't text me
Don't
either.
text me,
I
motherfucker.
mean, you can hit me up on Twitter. Your mom's fave 97.
I mean, what you
That's
could do,
you are.
I mean, you could also
Not why
subscribe
you
to
are.
me on Twitch at twitch.tv/JB5guy.
Are you an
or
affiliate?
on Twitter. Yes,
Yeah,
I
he
am
is
an
an
affiliate.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it took me like 3 years.
Yeah, go subscribe to J5. Guy.
Yeah,
Help him out.
it's like $5.99.
Good.
Yeah.
Works
Yeah,
pretty
you-
hard at that shit.
Yeah, and then I got Twitter, pretty much JB5guy Twitter. I have I have a YouTube as well, where I upload full VODs, or sometimes I might edit a video and post it up on there.
Anyways, guys, don't forget to share with your friends. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace out.
Wait.